Superpower. All right, let's do it. My superpower. When I was a kid, I sold homemade pieces of artwork going door to door. There was pretty much a 100% success rate because who's going to say no to a kid selling homemade artwork? Although some of it wasn't very great and I was told no a few times. I think at the time, I knew I would sell more eventually and it kept me knocking on doors. I wasn't afraid to hear no because I understood I had a good sell as a cute kid selling crappy paintings, and I leveraged it. Now, this is where I started to develop what I started to call an immunity to the fear of rejection. The story is something I've kept with me and it served me well. In my experience as a salesman, I once sold a revolutionary product in the chain restaurant industry called Ungali. And at the time, we carried the largest out-of-home digital advertising network in Canada. The product, though, was something that no one had ever seen before. So naturally, because the idea was brand new, I was faced with rejection many times. I think people are inherently hesitant to change and reluctant to try new ideas in their industry, and it could take a lot to break through. In those situations, I thought back to my past experience as a kid selling art. I had a belief in my ability to sell the product, and I understood the product was good, but not everyone could see that yet. So by believing in my ability to sell down the road, my immunity to the fear of rejection kicked in again. I was never afraid to hear no. I used it as a hump to get over, feedback on my delivery, and a sign to stop wasting time on the narrow-minded people who couldn't wrap their heads around a revolutionary idea. So when I think about a superpower I have, I guess that's what I would call my entrepreneurial superpower, my immunity to the fear of rejection. I did look up to some successful business owners who shared the same immunity to fear. In their experiences, I'd say it allowed them to approach uncertain situations with confidence and give them the perseverance to bounce back from rejection. It's what helped a lot of them carry through with their riskier decisions in life that required a vision that not everyone else could see. They framed it differently though. What I call an immunity to fear, they would call manifesting a yes. And it was the not being afraid of a no that made them so confident they could get a yes. I've often been told that success often requires something that not everyone else can see. So when you're said no, you can't be afraid. Sometimes people can't see what you can. And not being afraid allows you to believe in your vision, your product, your story, resist rejection, and improve your approach for next time. After framing it like that, I suppose the immunity to fear kind of is an entrepreneurial superpower. Iron Man's got the suit. Captain America's got the shield. Thor's got the hammer. I've got my paintings. I brought this in because I think it symbolizes the perseverance in taking no for an answer. I remember looking down at these paintings after maybe hearing a no and thinking, all right, I know I can go sell this at the next house over, remembering it's going to be okay. I think this is the earliest example of how taking no for an answer isn't always a bad thing, and that's why I brought this in. It means three things. One, believing in what you're selling builds confidence and resistance to no. You have to believe in what you're selling to convey your message, so you can't be afraid to hear no. Two, Realizing no is an opportunity to do better next time, making it not so scary. Once you accept and understand that the answer no allows you to grow, you can only benefit from it as an entrepreneur. 3, resisting no in the face of adversity when no one else can see your vision. Being immune to no allows you to break barriers to what no one thought was possible. Yeah? Good? Thanks, guys.